back in Week 6. The Vikings lost a thriller in their previous game against the Packers. Can Green Bay sweep the series? Find out next.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we...
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they get absolute memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Jones again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
This is caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and the Packers have taken the early lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Now Cook. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6.
I think that's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. Gets around him. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. These two teams all tied after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. This is taken around the 12. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Back to throw now on 1st down. He completes this to Russell Gage.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
on second down. Cook looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll run it. Here's Cook, shedding through the defense. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. Finding room to the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jones.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
A throw over the middle caught by Bryant.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Now Cook running right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks a...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 1. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. A give. This is Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he gets this one down to the 24. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Quick slant here to Smith. And some room to work. 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. From the 3, 2nd. Vikings in possession of the football. Add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Number 14 on the year. Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the... Now Jones. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Second and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. They go play action here on first down. He's got Smith here. 7 yards to pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well.
Mike, 56, right there, right there.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call that a 44. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shut.